Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to narrate a very valuable incident of a wali. Our grand Sheikh Abdullah Dagestani Rahimahullah was a great wali of his time, and he told his disciples and murid when they were sitting around him that once a wali, a friend of Allah, was having a power gifted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he could hear the discussion and conversation of the angels. One day he was going on his horse, and a time came for the salat, and he came down from his horse and he just removed the reins of his horse, and because he wanted to have the ablution and to say his prayers and to wash his hands, he said to the horse, "Go and eat the grass wherever you like." And then he started his prayer. When he left his prayer, he completed his prayer. The angels, the two angels, one on the right side and other on the left side, which is called Kiraman Katibin, they were discussing. The right side angel said that I am going to write this as his good deed, what he has done. The others on the left side angel said, no, I am going to mention this misdeed. On the right side right wing angel asked the left side that what is wrong in it. He said every horse knows that he can eat the grass when he is free, when there is no rain in his mouth. So why he spoke more than what is required? According to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a man should not speak more than he is required and which is a necessity for him. He should always remember the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He should always recite durood on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But it was more than that what he talked. When the wali, the friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the great saint, heard this, he just fell down on the ground and he made a sajda. He put his forehead on the ground, and he started weeping, crying, and said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the universe, that please forgive me, I have done a wrong thing, please forgive me. When he was praying to the God, in the meanwhile, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directed the left side angel that don't write, this is not his misdeed. He said, I was following your direction, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You said one should not talk layani things, the things which are not required, the absurd thing one should not say. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes, you were right, but my servant has asked me for forgiveness, and when somebody with his core of his heart asks for the forgiveness, I have to forgive him because I am Rahman or Rahim. And so the right wing angel was asked to write his good deed. What we learn from this is that when we always remember the God subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we remember then, and we are reciting the Durood Pak, it creates a light, it creates a Noor in our heart, in our brain, in our head, in our thoughts even. There is a Noor, there is a light, and that light gives a lot of wisdom. Whatever you would talk, it would have wisdom, it would have sense, it would have a lot of things for the guidance of oneself and also for the others. And a Muslim is required, particularly a Sufi is required not to speak when he's not required to say, because they say the speaking is a silver, silence is gold, and we have to always be conscious of this fact that we should not utter a word which can injure somebody, which can hurt somebody, and which can displease somebody. We always say the things, if one is always remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying Allahu, Allah, 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 and saying and reciting Durood Sharif on the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then the wisdom is, he is full of wisdom. He is wisely person. He is the wise person. He is the enlightened person, enlightened, spiritually enlightened person. So, my dear brothers and sisters, and particularly youngsters, should keep it in mind that silence is gold. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.